So what god's-forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Right, what do we got? Okay. 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 Reduces heat wave cooldown time by 2.7 seconds. 23,000 gil's a decent number. I'm thinking maybe I go for that. Ah, this is new at least. Gradually fills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Let's just have a couple in our inventory anyway here.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
I've been using this a lot, so I feel I should have this.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Not yet. We'll do that.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
She's always so angry. Speaking of angry people.
Well? So, what'll it be?
Aha, we have another upgrade here. Nice. Definitely take that. So again, there's craft and there's reinforce. So again, I don't think I can reinforce purple stuff. I don't think it works like that.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
At least he seems very happy with his work. Yeah, I mean, it seems like nothing I can do will enhance my stuff any further, so I'm already done here. That's what I mean, like, there's not much crafting going on here. That's basically it.
Anything else?
And you seem to be able to buy most things that you can craft anyway. It's a bit odd. So it remains one of its less great features so far. But yeah, the weapon has changed a bit. I do like the way the look of the weapon is changing as well. Yeah, before we do the whole speak with Otto, blah blah, let's get out there and sort these side quests out. The first one is here. Let's do that. They're not giving you too many at once. I kind of like that. At least they're not major detours. You might be spending like 10, 15, 20 minutes on them tops. Once hunts become a thing, then I guess it's going to be a lot more. You could be spending some time.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
So I haven't had any game overs yet, as you guys have seen. I've definitely not had any and edited them out or anything like
Good.
that.
Looks like I'm in the right area.
I'll definitely keep any game overs. You guys will see them, even if I just like edit them quickly, so you can just sort of see that it happened. But someone I spoke to who has completed the game, they got an early release copy.
More of the lost supplies.
That's one of the things I did ask. I was like, so, you know, how many game overs did you get? And they said not many really. They said like the game overs I do remember, they were when I was doing hunts. So I'm sure the hunts are going to be pushing a lot harder. But in general, the game seems pretty forgiving.
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
It's kind of rare that you play 14, 15 hours of a game you don't get a game over, but I think the hunts are where it will happen, most likely.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quinten?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby, and I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village then. Thank you.
The other one's in Lost Wing anyway as well, I think. Yeah, fair play. Let's just travel to this. Speed travel. So yeah, I think the one time where I was a bit shook and I was thinking I'm definitely going to get a game over, Ifrit versus Garuda in the Eikon form, I had a really bad start with that. That worried me. And then when we were fighting like Shadow Clive or whatever, I was like, I'm absolutely pummeling this guy and he's still got so much HP. Like, if I really have to take down this entire health bar, I might be in big trouble.
Did Master Quinten summon you?
But I made it, so it's not going to happen every time.
The shad's all salted and smoked. It'll be an age.
Ah, there's a doggo. It's in great condition.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
Okay. Quite literal fetch quest this time.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Yeah, you need someone who knows a bit of fire magic as well, man. Heat that.
What'll we do for supper?
Heat that up, turn it into like a big hairdryer.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing all?
I like that they just introduced gossip like that as well as you walk past. Gotta have a bit of tea.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege.
Protege.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the Hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Lorbert's Pass. Where is that? Okay. Fine. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that you can't get out here.
Wait, I don't want to know.
Oh,
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
I kind of forgot that Torgal and Shiva were with me.
Sun's setting fast.
Well, Torgal and Chill. I was going to say this was the place with the odd frame rate issue, but it's definitely, even second time round, it's definitely better. I think maybe, like I say, when the fires and stuff aren't on, well, they're kind of always on, I guess, so that's bullshit. Yeah, I don't know, I definitely noticed it more the first time. As a general note, if when watching the videos, like, there ever are frame rate issues, sometimes it can just be the recording device that it's not able to always just like absolutely perfectly capture every single frame every time. If there's a frame rate issue, I tend to say something. If I see something legitimately while playing, I will say it. But if you see it look a little bit choppy like now and then, or just not silky smooth, it's mostly to do with like the recording device / software / the entire process of creating the video. Sometimes it can cause some issues. But I'll definitely point out any like legit sections where the frame rate drops.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quinten what happened.
Alright, let's deal with some beastmen. Let's go beast mode on them. We do have a stronger weapon now. Ooh, here we go. Okay. I literally just want to bust in with my big move to take the little ones out first. But...
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Stay down! You know what to do, boy.
Ah, I missed it. No, not big boy. Trying to stay away from big boy, like I say.
Over here. That's enough.
Okay. Just Gigas. It's been a long time since we faced one. Oh shit, I didn't realize he was swinging then. Ah, I changed it, there you go. I keep messing that one up. There it is. I gotta remember to use this quite frequently as well. Oh, so I deliberately paused it. Basically, I repressed L3 plus R3. What? I completely dodged that. That's bullshit.
Keep your distance, boy.
Yeah, let's sort this out. What I was going to say, I tried to kind of deactivate it halfway through, but it didn't really work.
Not this time.
He keeps going, there you go. So compared to the very start of the game, you can see that I've got a little bit better. So I think when you go like absolute beast mode, you kind of gotta... You just gotta use up the entire bar.
Keep your distance, boy.
Alright, big boy.
You know what to do, boy.
Blocked by a fence.
Over here. Get him. Garuda.
That's better.
Sick of Toggle. You know what to do. Get him, boy. Sick of Toggle.
Woof. He was taking absolute pounding, seeing those massive blocks of ice just raining down on it as well. Right, we've done that, and we now get... Oh, shit.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quinten.
Rest in peace. Inform Quinten of Randall's fate. Yeah, so this time I can just fast travel back.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
Had you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the Hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Yeah, that's going straight to the bank of Clive. Oh. Okay, fine. No Gil. Lame. Alright. Now we can head back to the Hideaway as well. Sort that out. And then I think we're already ready to go back to the main quest. Find ourselves a mother crystal.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Wanted to send a message.
Maybe I should just own. Oh, there you are. I just got back to the Hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Well, there you go. Okay, so it was literally a fetch quest, but we found out that Sid has a daughter as a result. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I like to see. I mean, Sid's his daddy anyway, so I'm definitely not surprised that he has a daughter.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
It's a shame we can't, like, go to him. I don't think he's going to have any new dialogue as a result of this.
Honestly, would it kill the girl to write back?
Ah, okay.
Nose buried in another bloody book, no doubt.
Okay, fine. There you go.
If everything we were taught about the mother crystals was a lie,
Yeah, okay.
then what else might we have been deceived about?
I think Machen doesn't have anything new to say. But then again, I think even when he didn't have like the yellow thing, we were still able to update things, obviously. So let me have a quick look. Ah, he does have it. Okay, sweet.
So many uses. Have you come for a tale?
I mean, it would be nice if he were to read some of it. I thought he was going to be more of a storyteller. There we go.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Okay, Continental Accord. An international pact made at the dawn of the present era, in which such matters as the treatment of bearers and the establishment of a realm-wide currency were laid out. It formed the basis of much of Valisthean society as it stands today, including the branding of bearers and their status as non-persons. It also put in place a universal calendar, marking a symbolic fresh start for mankind, albeit one which put magic users at a crippling disadvantage. Yeah, something tells me it wasn't like that before. Maybe it was the magical people that were in charge back in the day. The Founder. Fear and uncertainty reigned in those early years following the sins of Zemeckis. Not wanting to further incur the wrath of the heavens, the few who survived the fall took to wandering the land, spurning magic and staying to the shadows, and so they lived for decades. One man, however, grew tired of this life. if it could be called that, and after bidding his companions farewell, climbed a grassy knoll overlooking a forest of beech and alder. Here he gathered a pile of rubble and used it to build a humble shelter in which he spent the night. The next morning, however, instead of abandoning his work, as was his people's wont, he gathered more rocks, adding to the structure until the shelter had become a shack. This he continued for days, weeks, until the shack had become a home. At first, those few wanderers who passed the knoll would shun him, cursing the man under their breath for his hubris, but as his estate grew, and one building became 2, and 2 3, people began to slow their steps, and it was not long before some took to joining him on that knoll, gathering stones, building new lives, new destinies. This they did without magics or machines, without boon or blessing. They relied on naught but their hands, their backs, their wills, and each other. And slowly house gave way to village, village to town, and town to nation. The man would one day die, as all men do, but those who remained continued his legacy, expanded upon it, and though his name was eventually forgotten, his spirit lives on to this day in the hearts of all Rosarians. Legend of the founder, Moss the Chronicler. That's a nice story. Why is a matron reading this? Why do I have to read this? It's just practice for when I eventually become the voice of Machen in the Final Fantasy X remake. Let's make it happen, guys. We're going to have to petition Square Enix for it. The remake won't happen for a while yet, anyway. Don't believe the rumors. So by then I'll probably be notably older and maybe sound a bit older too. I don't know. But I'm just kidding, obviously. I don't
wish to study the tomes?
I don't have a Machen-like voice, I think. Sidolphus. I'm not going to read all of these at this stage. I'm just going to scan through. Otherwise, it does take longer to do. If there's anything interesting, obviously, I'll point it out. Obviously, when I first heard this story from Sid, I was thinking, yeah, but like, shouldn't this have been the case from the dawn of time then? Like, at the end of the day, if these crystals, there must have been a stage in which they weren't doing this, and something has changed, and now they're drawing too much ether. So something to me, like something has changed. Or like maybe it was always doomed to be this way from the start, ever since the mother crystals were formed. I don't know, but that's the main thing that I'm thinking. Like, is this how it's always been, or has something changed and the way the mother crystals are behaving is now different? Drake's Head, aka Relicaria, a mother crystal situated on the Sea of Grace in northern Sanbreque. Drake's Head towers over the holy capital of Oriflamme, its mighty form a testament to the power and permanence of the Empire. However, mysterious ether floods and the spectre of the ever-encroaching blight have led some in power to call that permanence into question. Sylvester Lesage. I'm going to go with Lesage. Emperor of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, who won his throne at least partly by the virtue of his son, Dion, having awakened as the dominant of Bahamut. Okay, bunch of cardinals. It's his role to lead, blah blah. Okay. There's a lot here, but at this stage I think I'm generally up to speed. There's nothing that's particularly confusing to me at the moment. Obviously the Fallen continue to remain an enigma. I mean, we went into that Chamber of the Faith looking place, and we saw some remnants of these guys. Is there anything new? Sid's Hideaway is but one of the many settlements to take a fallen ruin as foundation, taking advantage of the sturdiness of the ceramics, which are stronger than steel. They are not, however, immune to the passage of time, and so the Hideaway is in need of constant repairs. Okay. Oh yeah, ancient mural. The wall painting found in the depths of the apodatory under Phoenix Gate. Who created it and for what purpose is unknown, but the celestial being in the center suggests some connection to a long-lost religion. So yeah, either this is like the ultimate icon. This is the one from which all other icons have come, and Clive carries the power of this particular being. So he is like the absolute chosen one that is able to manifest the power of all the icons. Because we've yet to see any other person in this story, any other dominant that has any other power other than their own icon. So obviously Clive is special. We'll have to see Ultima. What is Ultima? Twisted, glowing blue creatures that awaited Clive and Jill deep within Phoenix Gate to try and prevent them. I didn't know they were called Ultimas. Wait. But does that mean that this is Ultima? It's a bit... Because I don't remember when we were fighting these guys, it did not say Ultima. That's interesting. I'm gonna run a quick search for Ultima now. Yeah, it just says Ultima's Thralls. This is the only time the name Ultima appears. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know if they're spoiling the fact that guy is literally called Ultima. At this stage, that'd be kind of funny. he just looks like like a character creator. Like someone did like some kind of Giga Chad run, and they created this guy Sans, like Giga Chad Sans the beard. It just looks like him. But yeah, I think at this stage I'm happy to...
You are always welcome, Clive.
Thank you, Machen. Oh, the dumb guy is gone. Rejoice. Oh no, sorry, he's still there. He's still obsessed. He's going to spend the entire story...
Do you need any help?
Just being... having an unhealthy obsession with Dung. Okay.
Take a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. But that's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute. The Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
A woman. Right.
Okay.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Okay. Sure. Okay, what the hell? Alliant reports unlocked. Alliant reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gort at the Alliant report counter in the Hideaway's mess. These reports compiled by the Curse Breakers contain information on quests currently available across Valisthea. The hell?
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service.
Goat, of course.
Well, at the Hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Curse Breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Right, I see. So these must be the hunts. I don't think, well, they're not called hunts, I think, but let's ask about the goat.
Me?
I do what Otto tells me. Suppose you could say I'm his right-hand man. He's a hard master, but not nearly as hard as my old one was. When that man beat me bloody and threw me out onto the streets to die, it was Otto who found me and took me in.
The way I see it.
I owe him, and so I help him look after the ledgers, as well as reading through all the reports coming in from our allies across the Twins. And if it sounds like someone out there needs our help, I make a note so I can point any willing volunteers in the right direction.
So, what'd you say?
Are you willing? There's no surer way of turning Otto's frown a little less frowny. Alright.
Anything catch your eye?
Let's take a look. Use Goat's Alliance reports to not only find new quests around Valisthea, but also to travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest their location. Okay, I like that. Cool. Sure. Let's just do it. Ah. Okay. So these are literally all the side quests, basically, now. I think hunts are probably still a separate thing, to be honest. Let's just try one. I think they've just streamlined the whole quest thing, I guess. If you went to this area yourself, you'd still find it anyway, I think.